ladies and gentlemen, Daniel O'Donnell.
I may say that I don't care, hold my head up in the air, even tell my friends I'm glad that you don't call. But when the day's through, my heartache starts anew, and that's when I miss you most of all. And my arms keep reaching for you. My eyes keep searching for you. My lips keep calling for you. And my shoes keep walking back to you. No matter how much I pretend, I wish I had you back again. For nothing else means half as much as you. Our world just seemed to die the day you said goodbye, and I can't forget, no matter what I do. And my arms keep reaching for you. My eyes keep searching for you. My lips keep calling for you. And my shoes keep walking back to you. And my shoes keep walking back to you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Hello there. Well, I'd be glad of your company for the next hour or so as we take a short trip around Ireland, stopping off at some of the places that I play at from Cork to Donegal. In the job that I do, you get to see a lot of the country, and you know it really is lovely. Back in the early 60s, American country singer Johnny Cash came here for the first of his many tours. He was so taken with the beauty of Ireland that he sat down and wrote this next song. I close my eyes and picture the emerald of the sea, from the fishing boats at Fingal to the shores of Dundee. I miss the river Shannon and the folks at Skibbereen, the moorlands and the meadows with their 40 shades of green. But most of all I miss a girl in Tipperary town, and most of all I miss her lips as soft as eiderdown. Again I want to see and do the things we've done and seen, where the breeze is sweet as Shalimar and there's 40 shades of green. I wish that I could spend an hour at Dublin's churning surf. I'd love to watch the farmers strain the bulk and spit the pearl, to see again the patching of the straw the woman gleans, Again I want to see and do the things we've done and seen, where the breeze is sweet as Shalimar, and there's 40 shades of green. Where the breeze is sweet as Shalimar, and there's 40 shades of green. Whenever I get a break from travelling, I love to head north to County Donegal. It's God's country, you know, where beautiful mountains and miles of deserted golden beaches provide a peace and tranquility and a sense of belonging that I can't find anywhere else. Isn't it lovely here? Well, I suppose I'm a wee bit biased because I come from Donegal, you see, and my family has lived here for generations. That's Owie Island where my mother came from, and I spent many happy childhood holidays there. It was inhabited up until just a few years ago, but nobody lives there anymore. This is the place where I was born and brought up, the village of Kincastle. And you know, when I was a wee boy, I thought this was a city. But as I've travelled, I've come to realise that there's not many places smaller. But it's still home to me, and if you ever make it this far, I want you to remember that there's always a fire in the kitchen, and there's always a kettle on the boil. There's always a fire in the kitchen. There's always a kettle on the boil. There's no fancy carpet or no telephone, but the one thing our house is a home. A stranger is always welcome, be it any time of night or day. So don't ever feel sad or lonesome, just call as you pass on your way. There's always a fire in the kitchen, there's always a kettle on the boil. There's no fancy carpet or no telephone, but the one thing our house is a home. It's seen many happy and sad times, but it still remains through it all. Though times may have changed all around it, there's still a word of welcome in the hall. There's always a fire in the kitchen, there's always a kettle on the boil. There's no fancy carpet or no telephone, but the one thing our house is a home. There's no fancy carpets or no telephone, but the one thing our house is a home. Well, from Donegal to Dublin town. When I'm not touring abroad, I spend most of my time here in Dublin. It's a city that I'm getting used to, full of life and good humour. It's a friendly place where most of the inhabitants are people like myself, cultures up from the country. A few years ago, Pete St. John wrote a song that's become an anthem for the city. So if you'll forgive a country boy for having a go at this song and paying tribute to Dublin in the rare old times. Raised in songs and stories, heroes of renown, passing tales and glories that once was Dublin town. The hallowed halls and houses, the haunting children's rhymes, that once was Dublin city in the rare old times. Ring-a-ring-a-rosy, as the light declines, I remember Dublin city in the rare old times. My name it is Sean Dempsey, as Dublin as can be, born hard and lit in Pimlico, in a house that ceased to be. By trade I was a cooper, lost out to redundancy, like my house that fell to progress. My trade's a memory, and I courted Peggy Dykeman, as pretty as you please, a roving child of Mary from the rebel liberties. I lost her to a student chap with skin as black as coal, when he took her off to Birmingham, she took away my soul. Ring-a-ring-a-rosy, as the light declines, I remember Dublin city in the rare old times. The years have made me bitter, the gargles dim me brain, 'cause Dublin keeps on changing and nothing seems the same. The pillar and the net have gone, the royal long since pulled down, as the grey unyielding concrete makes a city of our town. Fare thee well, sweet Anna Liffey, I can no longer stay and watch the new glass cages spring up along the quay. Me mind's too full of memories, too old to hear new chimes. I'm a part of what was Dublin in the rare old times. Ring-a-ring-a-rosy, as the light declines, I remember Dublin city in the rare old times. Ring-a-ring-a-rosy, as the light declines, I remember Dublin city in the rare old times.
Percy French was one of Ireland's greatest songwriters, with a wealth of songs to his credit. He wrote this next one in the early 1900s, and it takes the form of a letter from an Irish emigrant recently arrived in London. He's writing to Mary, his girlfriend back home, and like so many new emigrants, he's lonesome and wishful to be where the mountains of Mourne sweep down to the sea.
Oh Mary, this London's a wonderful sight, with the people here working by day and by night. They don't sow potatoes, nor barley, nor wheat, but there's gangs of them digging for gold in the streets. At least when I asked them, that's what I was told. So I just took a hand at this digging for gold. But for all that I found there, I might as well be where the mountains of morn sweep down to the sea. I believe that when writing a wish you expressed as to how the fine ladies in London were dressed, well, if you believe me when asked to a ball, fit they don't wear no tops to their dresses at all. Oh, I've seen them myself, and you could not in truth say if they were bound for a ball or a bath. Don't be starting them fashions now, Mary McCree, where the mountains of morn sweep down to the sea. You remember young Peter O'Loughlin, of course. Well, he's over here at the head of the force. Sure, I met him today. I was crossing the Strand, and he stopped the whole street with one wave of his hand. There we stood talking of days that are gone, while the whole population of London looked on. But for all his great powers, he's wishful like me to be back where the dark morns sweep down to the sea. There's beautiful girls here, but I'll never mind, with beautiful shapes nature never designed, and lovely complexions, all roses and cream. But O'Loughlin remarked, with regard to the same, that if at those roses you venture to sip, the colors might all come away on your lips. So I'll wait for the wild rose that's waiting for me, where the mountains of morn sweep down to the sea.
Thank you very much. This time we're going to do a song that was written by Hugh Donoghue from County Cavan, and it expresses the feelings of a singer or a band as they travel out of Ireland and sing for those people who have had to emigrate for one reason or another. It's called Far, Far From Home.
We'll say farewell tomorrow, and we'll leave you for a while, for our music it will take us off far, far from this green isle, to
sing in places we haven't been, and the ones that we well know. And we'll always meet the boys from home, wherever we may go. We'll be singing songs of Ireland to the folks in Camden Town. When we play guitars in Boston bars, the friends will gather round. We'll be telling of the homeland, from where they've had to roam. When we get our sights on Sydney's heights, we'll be far, far from home. We're happy with our music, it's what we love to do. And although we sometimes leave this land, we still return to you. And we're proud that we can take a farm and leave with them a while. Our part of this fair land of ours we call the Emerald Isle. We'll be singing songs of Ireland to the folks in Camden Town. When we play guitars in Boston bars, the friends will gather round. We'll be telling of the homeland, from where they've had to roam. When we get our sights on Sydney's heights, we'll be far, far from home. When we get our sights on Sydney's heights, we'll be far, far from home.
Well, here we are in the shade of the Sugarloaf Mountains in County Wicklow, the Garden of Ireland. It's a perfect setting for a lovely old ballad. I'll Take You Home Again, Kathleen. I'll take you home again, Kathleen, across the ocean wide and wide, to where your heart has ever been, since first you were my loving bride. The roses all have left your cheeks. I've watched them fade away and die. Your voice is sad whene'er you speak, and tears bedim your loving eyes. Oh, I will take you back, Kathleen, to where your heart will feel no pain. And when the fields are fresh and green, I will take you to your home, Kathleen. I know you love me, Kathleen dear. Your heart was ever fond and true. I always feel when you are near that life nothing dear but you. The smiles that once you gave to me, I scarcely ever see them now, though many, many times I see a darkening shadow on your brow. Oh, I will take you back, Kathleen, to where your heart will feel no pain. And when the fields are fresh and green, I will take you to your home, Kathleen. Moonlight and roses bring wonderful memories of you. My heart reposes in beautiful thoughts so true. June light discloses love's golden dream sparkling anew. Moonlight and roses bring memories of you. June light discloses love's golden dream sparkling anew. Moonlight and roses bring memories of you.
Throughout Ireland every year there are many summer festivals that take place in towns and villages the length and breadth of the country. One of the better known of these festivals takes place right here in Dunlow, where girls come from all over the world to compete for the title of Mary from Dunlow. And this year, a girl from County Donegal took that title. Carmel Kelly, how are you?
I'm very well, Daniel, thank you.
You must be just delighted having won Mary from Dunlow.
Indeed I am. I'm honoured to take the title this year.
Can you tell us a wee bit about what you might have to do for the rest of the year? Will you have special duties as Mary from Dunlow?
Well, it'll involve travelling, and in travelling I'll be representing County Donegal itself and indeed Dunlow as the representative Mary from Dunlow in Ireland and across the water as well.
And what does Mary from Dunlow do, or better still, what does Carmel Kelly do when she's not being Mary from Dunlow?
I'm a physical education teacher and I will be taking up my first post in Monaghan later this year.
Very good. Well, Carmel, I hope you enjoy the next year, and I know wherever you go, you'll represent Dunlow and indeed Ireland perfectly. And I don't want you to leave me yet, because I want to sing a song specially for you.
Thank you very much.
Oh, then fare thee well, sweet Donegal, the roses and Gidon. I'm crossing the main ocean, where the foaming billows roll. It breaks my heart from you to part, where I spent many happy days. Farewell to kind relations, I am bound for America. Oh, then Mary, you're my heart's delight, my pride and only care. It was your cruel father would not let me stay there, but absence makes the heart grow fond, and when I am over the main, may the Lord protect my darling girl till I return again. Oh, I wish I was in sweet Dunlow and seated on the grass, and by my side a bottle of wine, and on my knee a lass. I call for liquor of the best, and I pay before I would go, and I roll my Mary in my arms in the town of sweet Dunlow. Send me the pillow that you dream on. Don't you know that I still care for you? Send me the pillow that you dream on, so darling I can dream on it too. Each night while I'm sleeping, weeping, oh so lonely. I share your love and dreams that once were true. Send me the pillow that you dream of, so darling I can dream on it too. I've waited so long for you to write me, but just a memory's all that's left of you. Send me the pillow that you dream on, so darling I can dream on it too. So darling I can dream on it too.
In the early 1950s, Dick Farley wrote a song that found its way to Bing Crosby, who recorded it. It became a million seller and one of his biggest hits. It's a song that returns to that familiar theme of an emigrant pining for his home place. And the home place in question this time is here in County Sligo, the beautiful Isle of Innisfree.
I've met some folks who say that I'm a dreamer, and I've no doubt there's truth in what they say. For sure a body's bound to be a dreamer when all the things he loves are far away, and precious things are dreams unto an exile. They taken to a land across the sea, especially when it happens he's an exile from that dear lovely Isle of Innisfree. And when the moonlight peeps across the rooftops of this great city, wondrous though it be, I scarcely see the beauty or the magic. I'm once again back home in Innisfree. I wander o'er green hills and dreamy valleys, and find a peace no other land could know. I hear the birds make music fit for angels, and see the rivers laughing as they flow. And then into a humble shack I wander, my own sweet home and tenderly behold the folks I love around the turf fire gathered on bended knee. The rosary is told, but dreams don't last, though dreams are not forgotten. When we are back to stare reality, and though they pave the footpaths here with gold dust, I still would choose my I love in Free. I still would choose my I love in Free.
Well, from County Sligo and Innisfree to County Kerry and Tralee. I mentioned earlier on about the festivals that take place around Ireland every summer, and I'm sure the other towns will forgive me when I say the most famous of all festivals takes place here in Tralee. It's a week of non-stop party atmosphere when the town welcomes girls from all over the world who come to compete for the title of the Rose of Tralee. I'm looking forward to meeting some of those girls and of course singing the song.
Pale moon was rising above the green mountains. The sun was declining beneath the blue sea, when I strayed with my love to the pure crystal fountain that stands in the beautiful vale of Tralee. She was lovely and fair as the rose of the summer, yet was not her beauty alone that won me. Oh no, 'twas the truth in her eyes ever dawning that made me love Mary, the Rose of Tralee. The cool shades of evening their mantles were spreading when Mary, all smiling, sat listening to me. The moon through the valley her pale rays was shedding when I won the heart of the Rose of Tralee. She was lovely and fair as the rose of the summer, yet was not her beauty alone that won me. Oh no, 'twas the truth in her eyes ever dawning that made me love Mary, the Rose of Tralee, that made me love Mary, the Rose of Tralee.
Well, we've almost come to the end of our trip around Ireland, and you know I've had a great time. And what better place for me to finish than up in my own Donegal. For me, its unique scenery and friendly people have a special kind of magic. And of course, no matter where I travel or wherever I live, it'll always be home. One of my favourite places in Donegal is Arranmore Island. I used to come here when I was a wee boy on holidays, and when I started with my own band, it was one of the first places that I came to play. And every year we come back to enjoy a night of song and dance with the people of Arranmore. And as the ferry approached the island, I was surprised and delighted with the turnout of people that had gathered to greet us. Familiar faces and friendly smiles gave me once again that sense of belonging that I always feel when I come to Arranmore. And sure, how could I refuse the request to sing a verse or two? I've travelled far neath the northern star since the day I said goodbye, and seen many maids in their golden glades beneath the tropic sky. There's a vision in my reverie that I cherish evermore. That grand Colleen in her gown of green, she's the rose of Arranmore. Everybody sing this time. Over the years, many people from Arranmore were forced to emigrate, and in some cases leaving their island homes unattended. But today many of them have returned and built up new homes, and they're now bringing up their families in those familiar surroundings that they grew up in themselves. Andrew and Mary Early returned from Chicago some years ago, and they now own a pub here on the island where we'll play tonight, and once again we'll meet all those people who gathered on the pier to greet us this morning as we arrived on our Donegal shore. Oh, I know it's not right, reminiscing tonight of days that are gone and returning no more. For the girl I dream of has another man's love, far, far away on a Donegal shore. But why should I care? For she's happy o'er there. She may have children, she may be wealthy or poor, but I can't help my dreams of what might have been if I stayed at home on my Donegal shore. Now it's winter time there, all the trees will be bare, and the rain clouds will darken my native Gidon. But if that girl I could hold, every raindrop would be gold. It could fall all around us on my Donegal shore. Now there's no one to blame, but before she took his name, when she told me she loved him, it hurt to the core. But I could never descend to be only her friend, so I left her there on my Donegal shore. Now it's winter time there, all the trees will be bare, and the rain clouds will darken my native
by Donegal shore. But if that girl